Yo everyone, we are back at the Raincode. Last time we got lore dumps to the extreme. We saw dead people. It was a fun time. We saw some dead people. Maybe you can go back if you want to see as to who. Maybe I shouldn't spoil it. But I do have thoughts because of what we're going through. I was looking through the solution keys to get a refresh because we've had so many lore dumps that I'm... What the fuck? Okay, give me a sec. Alright, my mic decided to shit itself for a second there. Sorry, I am back. I have adjusted it. Hopefully it sounds better. Or at least close to how it sounded originally. But anyways, my point is, I was looking into stuff and... Which one was it? One of these in particular... Oh, this one. It says at the bottom that there's like basically no way to tell them apart from a regular human besides their blood, which is kind of odd because, like, you know, they're kind of bleeding from the eyes and whatnot, and they look decrepit. Maybe that's because they've been left to rot in this place for gosh knows how long. But my thought is, now this is a Hail Mary. And I have like no basis for this other than the fact that it exists. But what if someone that we thought has been killed in the past cases actually isn't dead and we killed a homunculus instead? I say we killed, but it could be, you know, a victim as well from a case. My thought is that someone that we've seen, you know, it seems like every person that's died has had a homunculus made about them, but what if someone's had a homunculus made of themselves before they've passed on? You know? Like, it's hard to tell which ones are actual corpses and which ones are homunculus and which, you know, it's hard to tell which is which. So my thoughts are, what if someone that's already supposedly died isn't actually dead and got swapped out for a homunculus at some point? Like a complete homunculus, one that like acts the exact same as a regular person and shit. It's kind of crazy, but I'm kind of starting to think that that could be the case, because they're doing all this homunculus stuff and there's no way they wouldn't do all of this if they weren't going to do a swap at some point. Now, I'm on copium when I say this, and I have no basis, and the fact that we're literally following Yako's voice right now, like, we are following the voice of Yako, and that's interesting. We're following the voice of Yako, and if it's actually him, and not a clone or anything, like, it could be that we're following a complete homunculus, one that can actually hold a conversation regularly without stuttering or anything. A perfected homunculus. But what if... This is a far shot here, but what if the one that died in chapter 4 was a homunculus? Oh, no, but they say that a homunculus can't die. But what if it was temporary? It says it takes a day to recover, so we wouldn't know. If it got stabbed to death, died from poison, we wouldn't know if it returned or not until a day later. And by that time, he's already gone. What else are we gonna do, you know? Because all we know is that we took him along with us when we left the secret lab. But aside from that, we don't really know. I'm just spitballing here, but these are just ideas I've come up with. I'll be right back also. Sorry, the dog was barking. I had to put them in their place. Verbally. Nothing more. Profiles got updated. For who? Oh, Martina's alive. Yeah. Resigned from position and left. Oh my gosh, this little bit here. Arrested and taken away. We don't know what truly happened to him quite yet, though. It's still very funny that this guy got, like, a proper name when all of these other characters didn't. Like, the freaking person that got arrested that we never even met in person, that doesn't even have an in-game model. This dude got sent to the Shadow Realm. Like, we never met him. Kurumi. Girl was the sole survivor of that case from the original characters. 2 dead here. Fink the Slaughter Artist. We never really checked much here. Yeah, I do think there is a a very slight possibility. I could very much be coping. Like, especially with all, like, the mental stuff they do with Yako. It would feel kind of cheap if he was just alive by homunculus purposes, but, like, it would be a nice reveal that he's alive. And we still haven't gotten his, fifth one of these. So maybe that's, like, something that we get after we find out that he's alive. I don't know. I'm coping. The chances are low. I have to repeat stuff in order to like, assure myself, like, no, I'm going crazy. There's no way he's alive. Also, man, the reflections on this stuff is real nice. Just looks pretty in general, though. Those are some big stairs in the back. Frickin' Final Fantasy VII Shinra headquarters stairs. Which are very fun, mind you. Creepy machine.
This is...
Looking closer, there are a bunch of capsule-type things on this machine. Gross, they kind of look like insect eggs. I don't want to be around here. I almost clicked on it again.
Remaining unsolved mysteries. A brave master ventures deeper into the lab in search of the unknown.
A master detective.
Never before seen device.
We are still a trainee, by the way.
A master prowling into a treacherous lab. And
then...
What happened?
Oh?
You'll have to read the Master Goes Exploring series.
Where can I get those first issue?
Something suddenly popped out. Anyway, don't go making up a series about me.
Don't trash on her for her
were you
fanfic.
Born joyless, Master?
Probably. Alright. This looks interesting. Never mind. Maybe we'll have to circle back for that one. Because that definitely stands out and seems interesting. I wonder why some of the pods are colored, some of them are like open, and some are like shining. Are the shining ones the ones that are still occupied, maybe? I should have kept walking the whole time. The game keeps those things in check. So now I am just wasting time. Whoa. Okay. Now this is epic. What do we got here?
So, you're the one who's been calling for me.
Hello, fake Yako.
Chief.
Huh? Fuzzhead, really? This guy?
Hey, faker. Show us your frickin' dead eyes.
I'm happy to see you, even if it's like this. Do you...
They aren't showing his
remember me?
face. Is it actually? No fucking way.
Yuma.
No
Yes,
way,
I'm
no way, no
Yuma.
way, no way.
Chief, you understand me?
Did I call it before it happened? No way. Pull out a gun or something. What the?
This is for me?
They're not even showing his, like, messed up face or anything. Well, he still has, like, his
Please hear me
droopy
out.
arms.
Just for a little while.
Master, wait.
Huh?
Why?
Nothing good will come from chasing after the dead. Just let him go.
I almost think he's...
But
What if he's
Besides,
faking it? We
Don't
didn't
you
even
think
see
you
his
should maybe
face.
hurry up and check out whatever Fuzzhead left for you instead.
I mean, there is that
Hiding
computer
the
back here.
bat
I guess that's the
Is what
point.
he would want.
We don't even see his face, though.
fine.
The fact that they don't show his face is
Chief
interesting.
Yako, thank you for everything.
Maybe they think that the eyes would be like a... What do you call it? See, he stopped for a second. Now I'm wondering. Am I coping? They didn't show his face or anything and try to make it a tender moment, but what if he's alive? What if that was a bit...
The computer still works.
Because they didn't show his face. And I think that could be because it's like a frickin' whatchamacallit. In the previous... All of the previous ones we've seen, they've had like blood dripping from their eyes. But we didn't get to see that with him. They like blurred it out and had his face blacked out. Like, this game is decently high budget. I think that they would put in the effort if there wasn't a reason to hide it, you know? Like, the only other character in this game that's ever had a darked out face is Dr. Huesca. but that's just like their design, So I
Now
don't
I
know.
can check the disc the chief gave me.
I'm very talkative today for some reason. Oh yeah, this is a new recording session. Dr.
Is
Huesca,
the
speak.
camera on?
Damn, speak of the devil. Okay.
Well, I hope it's recording. Let's begin.
Old man doesn't know technology.
Leaving this video is the greatest stain on my career as a researcher.
Oh.
But given the tragedy about to occur, this record will be of great assistance.
My speakers can't handle your voice. They're
It
crackling.
is currently 2 a.m.
Okay.
14 hours have passed since Project Homunculus began. I'll get straight to the point. Project Homunculus is a failure. Something unexpected occurred in our efforts to find suitable DNA.
Okay, so someone did mess
Although
up.
we successfully created homunculi, the results have been dubbed defective.
I wonder if maybe the
Defective
Yako one,
homunculi have a fatal flaw to them.
is it the bleeding from the
In the
ears and shit?
revival process, their intelligence is lost. They are reduced to nothing but senseless, flesh-seeking monsters. There is also another flaw. In a previous experiment,
What
a
the hell?
defective homunculus was exposed. Trying to adjust for it worked
What
against
the
us,
frick?
made them even more violent, and we are in hell
Is it
itself.
meat?
They're nothing more than monsters. It's here.
Man, you suck at this.
Listen, defective homunculi will devour humans down to their bones. They will drink every last drop of your blood.
We already know that much.
At this rate,
What the f... Dr. Huesca.
What the?
Was that the original Dr. Huesca? Okay. Okay. Theory time. Okay, actual Dr. Huesca is dead as fuck. That was the real one. The one that we saw in case 4, I think was a homunculus. It had to have been. So my theory is that we know that there's 2 research facilities on homunculus. The one in Conai Ward seems to have been a failure, but we don't know what happened to the one of the UG, the Unified Government or whatever. My thought is that one of them failed and another one succeeded. And the Unified Government one has been slowly inserting some people, or replacements of people that actually exist. So maybe the one that we have in Conai Ward is defective, and body dumping, blah blah blah, they all end up in the restricted area and then get turned into defective ones or something, and that's why they turned out like freaking zombies. But actual ones from like the Unified Government, maybe those ones are proper homunculi that you can't distinguish from the real thing, and maybe that's what the Dr. Huesca in chapter 4 was a perfectly replicated homunculi. Maybe, wait, Makoto entered Conai Ward, shut down the homunculi project, and see, the homunculi raises so many questions about so many characters, because you'll wonder about, like, are you a real person or are you homunculi? Because when they become, you can only tell the real ones by their blood. And they wouldn't bring up all these points unless there was actually at least one homunculi that you can easily tell, or that you can't easily tell is one. So I'm pretty sure it's got to be that one failed, the other one worked. And I'm pretty sure, well, Dr. Huesca was working for Conai Ward, so that would mean that the Unified Government, I forget what the name is, UG anyways, succeeded. And judging from that, it's Yeah. My thoughts are that the Dr. Huesca we saw in the lab was inserted by the unified government, and maybe that's why they were leaking info, because they were modified to work for the unified government. And then that maybe that's why they were doing secrets and trades with Yomi and some shit. I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions here, but also, damn, that man got eaten by zombies, by the way. I'm just putting that one out there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that stands out. I don't know how the Yako thing would work, because if my original theory with him is correct and that he's still alive somehow, and that the one we saw down there was actually the real Yako and they were just pretending to be a homunculi, then that raises some questions on its own. Because we saw that he stopped for a second when Yuma was like saying thank you for everything and whatnot. They were able to acknowledge him and say his name and whatnot. So they at least recognized his existence. I'm wondering if maybe we had an original Yako at some point, but at some point they got swapped out for a homunculi made by the unified government. One that's proper, you know, not one that's like decaying or like acting zombified with lack of intelligence and whatnot. So yeah, those are my working theories for now anyways. I've basically explained everything I have going in my mind. Also, one more thing I thought about. We've been seeing like the remaining clothes of most of the characters, you know. We saw one for Desahiko, Halara, and Vivia, but we haven't found Fubuki, and we're in like an entirely different facility now, interestingly enough. I'm wondering if we traveled off the beaten path, and maybe we're gonna have to double back and enter a room from the other place that has Fubuki's clothes in it, or I don't know. Just something else that crossed my mind. Anyway, finally time to go forward.
That was Dr. Huesca, right? Looks like a zombie got to him.
Yeah, for real.
Project Homunculus supposedly happened 3 years ago.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
If the doctor died in a failed experiment 3 years ago, then who was the Dr. Huesca I met in Amaterasu's lab?
I'm really... okay. Wait, I just realized. No way, this doesn't go all the way back to chapter 0, does it? With frickin' the fake Zilch? They said that they were a hitman. Like a professional hitman that was disguised as Zilch. But if the real Zilch ended up here in the restricted area, what if there was a proper one that replaced him? Because, you know, we heard that the original one was killed by the hitman or something. What if the hitman was a homunculi, and they just changed their appearance in order to fit, and then killed everyone on the Amaterasu Express?
It's right there. Why not ask him?
Oh, right.
Oh shit. Doctor's confession video. Okay. Homunculus research. It was a failure 3 years ago. Got it. Oh, another one. Okay, never mind. Oh. Seem to be a okay, it just says that they've lost all reason. Got it.
Dr. Huesca, please tell me, do you remember what happened in the experiment 3 years ago?
3 years.
It's you. You.
Damn it. It's no use.
The
Yeah, I
video
don't want to
could
go
have been
through that
fake.
whole line.
Maybe if it was just some random disc, but Chief Yako went out of his way to give it to me.
Yeah, also, we're not going to acknowledge the fact that that thing was, despite the fact that they're supposed to be mindless, like that thing of Yako was holding a disc and consciously handed it to us. Like, I think that's a bit interesting, personally.
It has to be an important clue.
But the last part was nothing but static, so there's no telling what he was saying.
We'll have to figure it out through other means.
The homunculi have some sort of flaw. If they have a weakness, we need to know it.
I mean, we know about the blood thing.
Did you get to meet your benefactor? Perhaps you've finally obtained the truth. Speaking of which,
We still don't know what this voice is. I kind of thought it might be Makoto, but I don't know at this point. I'm pretty sure Makoto's the one that put us here because of like that thing that he literally handed it to us. What if Makoto in Chapter 4 was replaced by a homunculus? I'm getting too far into this. I'm starting to like doubt the screen time of every single character in this game that isn't Yuma.
Don't you think you should return to the factory? Kurumi is in danger.
What?
I mean, we did go... We did it. I mean, I guess this is how we
never
met.
give up, do you?
Let's run.
Despite all the murders you've seen, despite getting knocked out over and over again, you were framed as a criminal, and even murdered real criminals in the name of truth.
Yes, true. So wait. Oh wait. Real criminals in the name of truth. Okay, so you know about Shinigami, whoever you are. Somehow. Abandoned village. Yeah, so whoever this person is knows about Shinigami's existence at least. Very interesting.
I'm surprised you still call yourself a detective. Oh, to be clear, that's a compliment.
That sounds like Makoto, but at the same time, maybe not.
Anyone with even the slightest bit of a conscience wouldn't be able to take it. And yet, here you are.
You a strange person. Also, damn, I can't believe that they didn't properly take care of the physics on this. My shoes are going through my coat.
It'd be one thing if you were using your abilities, but you're actually using a Death God's powers, aren't you?
Huh? This guy knows about me? How?
They must have read up on the Book of Death or something. The only people that should know are us and Vivia. At least of the people we've met so far. Maybe Makoto, actually. Makoto seems like they know what Shinigami is. Back in Chapter 3, I believe.
Acrobatics. But in truth, this is the worst possible move you can make. You can never outsmart me.
Yeah, it sounds like Makoto's VA, but like doing a different voice to me. The intonations and stuff. I've listened to enough voice acting that I can kind of pick up on these things, but maybe I'm a bit shaky. Maybe I'm wrong still. Hard to tell sometimes. This case is really interesting, though. I'm very intrigued. Also, I still believe this place is a frickin' human meat factory. I'm still waiting for that reveal. They haven't revealed what the meat buns are.
Kurumi, where are you?
I mean, I always knew that there was something sus about the meat buns, even as far back as, like, Chapter 2.
Knowing that Flatty's personality, she wouldn't go back the way she came. Try looking for her up ahead.
Past the Vivia corpse?
Let's look that way first.
Right here, Master!
Damn, y'all take forever to eat that shit. Alright, I had a feeling this was the place we were supposed to go. No other rooms, really?
Before you know it, the truth is right in front of you. Have you been enjoying my party?
So, it is you after all. Makoto Kagutsuchi! It's you, isn't it? The white smoke that knocked us out at the detective agency was from that gift you gave me!
Oh, so it actually is him.
What's your goal here? What are you trying to make me do?
Please continue enjoying the rest of the tour.
Damn it!
I'm surprised that Yuma just said it outright. I mean, I had a feeling it was Makoto, but maybe it isn't him. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
How many times did I warn you to stay away from him? You should have listened.
Maybe Yuma's just making an assumption or something,
It's
though.
all too late now.
We haven't physically seen the person yet, so we're not 100% sure. Because it does, the voice, maybe it's just because it's like put through like a filter that it sounds a bit different, but it doesn't really sound 1000% like his voice, you know? The deliveries are all slightly different.
Besides, I'm sure from the moment I got on the Amaterasu Express, I was fated to meet Makoto.
The second I started this game, I was destined to meet him. He is the protagonist of the first game.
It's too obvious of a setup to call
What
it
first
fate.
game? This is the first
This is way
game.
more like the perfect
Never
crime
mind.
or something.
Nothing over here. Gotta make sure I'm not missing anything. You never know when those things will show up. Still only meat buns. We haven't seen the final thing of that yet. What in the hell? Who are you? A guy wearing a coat and has gloves on?
Is that
Oh, is it Fink the slaughter artist?
the hitman who killed the chief?
So is he a homunculi?
Is it you? Is it really you? Are you Fink the slaughter artist?
Oh, he is pissed. That would explain a lot. We never actually got to see Fink say a word or anything.
Hold on, Master! He's not in any condition to talk!
I did my job.
He talked!
Just
Eek.
like always. The only difference, the target was a detective.
Is he
Wonder if we have
talking
any way
about
to
what
take.
happened?
Actually, didn't Yuma keep the picture of Yako and his wife? Is that a way we could test for blood to see if they're like, what if that's a way that we can test? If that's a way we can test to see if he was a homunculi or not. I think Yuma kept that at
During
least.
the head, lot of commotion. Still, I did my job.
I mean, we also never got to see any actual words from Yako in the whatchamacallit. We never got to see any words from him in the labyrinth.
I knew
So
it'd
there's a
be
lot of suspicious stuff.
a tough job from the start. But I couldn't refuse.
The power of copium gives me a lot of like thinking power.
Makoto Kagutsuchi
Sorry, I keep spinning the camera.
introduced me.
I keep my
Client
finger off of it.
No. But otherwise, I would have refused the job.
So my question is, are you just the original? Wait, no, you have to take actual DNA to make one of those, to make a homunculi. I mean, I guess it could just be taken from a random person, but like, I'm wondering if Fink is an actual person or if it's literally just a homunculi hitman.
After completing the job, I was told I knew too much.
Maybe this is the original, and the one we saw in chapter 4 was a homunculi.
Master, if what he's saying is true, Makoto was the one who instigated the chief to hire the hitman. Does that mean
Jeez.
he knew about the chief and Yomi's plot and took advantage of it?
All to eliminate Yomi. And he took the chief's life too.
Jeez.
Even me being there was part of his plan. He's had me in the palm of his hand all along.
I can't believe the dude with the mask was actually suspicious. What the hell?
If that's the case, I'll make him pay.
They caught me off guard by completely putting me off guard. They caught me off guard by the fact that they had like a masked guy, and I instantly assumed, it's too obvious to say the masked guy is suspicious. And then they just go ahead and turn that on me. It's like, oh, never mind, he actually was. We didn't get anything from that though.
Once the job was complete, Makoto Kagutsuchi sure is thorough.
True.
It's like he's totally emotionless. At this point, I respect the guy more than I fear him.
Huh. Wonder if we would have gotten any dialogue if we just witnessed them from here or something. If the game would have made us double back. Because we didn't get a solution key from that. Oh shit, we can finally see. There's the meat. This is before it's folded. Oh, I need to get down more. I want to see it close up. Oh, there's the corpse of Fubuki. I knew we'd be seeing that eventually, but... yeah, it just looks like... I mean, those are indeed Nikuman. Nikuman. I can't tell though from here. Up close. Look at Shinigami and the reflection over there.
Again. I think we can stick to the same old strategy.
Get away from Fubuki's clothes. Clearly this is just like that time she was in that tribe. In that frickin' Amazonian tribe. That's why she's like this, surely. And imagine if they just turned this direction and didn't go after the thing. Fubuki, why did you put on your birthday suit? Please put on regular clothes. Oh, you can even see the flower that was always in her stuff. That's locked. Alright. Hey, Fubuki.
These clothes belong to Fubuki.
Ah, poor thing. Yet again, another one of your friends was devoured.
You are really good at lying.
The biggest dimwit survived the longest. Perhaps thanks to her overpowered ability.
You even know about that? Jeez. Also, that feels like something that frickin' Shinigami would say. Who? What the heck?
It's Fubuki's handwriting.
I'm surprised you know the handwriting of all four of them.
Homunculus experiment report.
Seeing her like say all these things is gonna be extremely funny. Like, having a report from her in particular is very funny to me. I don't know.
My apologies. I do not understand what is on the computer screen, so I will copy it down, word for word.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's actually pretty in line with her.
3 years ago, the Unified Government's research facility successfully created the first homunculus. The secret to their success was the DNA used as the core for their artificial cells.
She sounds so robotic, it's kind of funny.
Their focus was on individual differences in DNA, so they experimented with various peoples.
I would say she would make, like, that Xanth could make a very good, like, voice for robotic characters. And then I was just like, wait, no, I'm a Trails player. I know Altina. I already know this.
They found success in one person's DNA, someone believed to have the world's greatest mind. But because of that greatest mind, the completed homunculus was able to reflect on its condition.
Like, this is literally just like the Altina voice, but maybe deeper pitched. Okay, let me go back, and now that I'm done being a Trails nerd. Kiseki. Trails of Cold Steel. Secret with DNAs at the core. Individual differences in DNA. Experimented. Found success in one person's DNA. Someone believed to have the world's greatest mind. Was able to reflect on its condition.
As a result, it realized it was a homunculus and escaped the research facility.
Oh! That greatest mind. So, Dr. Huesca's frickin' homunculus escaped.
Currently, that specimen is still missing.
So that's the one. Okay.
So the UG's research facility successfully created a homunculus 3 years ago.
Well, I was right. I did say that the one over here was a failure, but the one in the UG probably created it successfully. Though they say that it was only one that made it. Well, it said that there was one that they made that escaped, right? Hold up. And found success in one person's DNA. What's the delivery on this?
They found success in one person's DNA. Someone believed to have the world's greatest mind.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they only found success in them, or maybe they had success in others, but it just wasn't made public.
And Project Homunculus occurred at the same time.
Can you change the camera angle? I don't like seeing human meat in the background.
So
Or
that's
what I
why
assume to be it.
Amaterasu Corp grew impatient.
The key point is that the specimen went missing. Probably has nothing to do with this city, though.
Oh, on the contrary.
But what's this about someone having the best brain in the world? They gotta be exaggerating.
Is my man cooking? Does he know?
Yuma!
Oh, you're back.
Hurry! Are you okay? Where were you?
I'm sorry. I thought I saw someone who looked like Aiko.
Oh, yeah, that's your mistake.
Aiko, your friend who passed away 6 months ago?
Well, I'm glad you didn't get bit by her.
Yes, I lost you when I went looking for her. But I got to talk to her a bit. She looked and talked differently from how I remembered. Still, I finally got to say goodbye. I think she understood.
That was a homunculus. That was not the real one.
That's good to hear. I got to see Chief Yako back there too.
The chief? Did you speak to him?
No, not really. But he did hand me something that exposes the truth about this place.
Well, part of
Sounds
it.
like something the chief would do.
Part of it. There is still some mysteries about it.
Right. There was something I remembered after talking with Aiko.
Also, welcome back. Great to have you.
What do you mean? I'm so glad Kurumi's alright.
Why don't we just
Don't
walk
breathe
over
a
here
sigh
and
of
get
relief
eaten?
just yet, Master. The Flatty said she remembered something.
All right, let's do it. What you got?
What did you remember?
Aiko really hated syringes. She'd raise hell whenever the school gave out vaccines.
Where's this coming from?
I'm getting there. I mentioned syringes to see if it was really Aiko I was talking to. Then I suddenly remembered. A few years ago, something bizarre happened in the city.
What happened?
Was it the blank mystery week?
Everyone in Kanai Ward had to take a blood test. The Peacekeepers ordered it, and no one could refuse.
Oh, that was to... It was to find out what people were homunculus, I bet.
A forced blood test?
That's how you can tell if someone's a homunculus or not.
Back then, we were told it was to test for a contagious disease. I had no reason to doubt it at the time.
Yeah, I guess they were looking for a homunculus. They didn't find out about the Dr. Huesca one, though.
But my grandpa didn't actually get tested. He said it was suspicious how the Peacekeepers were enforcing it.
Your grandpa? No, no way.
You mean your grandpa who went missing?
Don't tell me your grandpa's frickin' Dr. Huesca and you were adopted or something.
Yeah. And you know what? Grandpa disappeared right after the blood test. He and his friends did everything they could to make sure no one found out they avoided the test. But right after it happened, Grandpa was caught and completely vanished.
I almost wonder. It's been a few years since then, but maybe we'll end up seeing like a homunculus of your grandfather or
The same
something.
happened to anyone who didn't take the test.
Hold
Jeez.
on, Kurumi. By it, do you mean
Killed.
the blank week mystery?
Oh.
Yeah, I do.
Blood test. Okay, this is good
All
stuff.
I heard is that the blank week mystery is a taboo within Kanai Ward. Can you tell me about it? What exactly is the blank week?
I can't tell you anything.
Why? Do you not
No
know
matter
it?
who you ask, you'll get the same answer. That's because no one remembers it.
Oh, it's literally a blank week. People know its existence, but no one knows what happens.
What do you mean? You don't remember?
Maybe it's something the rain caused? We still don't know what the cause of the rain in the Kanai Ward is. Like, this game is literally called Rain Code. It's gotta come up at some point.
I woke up one day and the entire city was ruined.
Huh?
It was like a tornado had swept through.
Well, what do you mean?
Not only were the
What
outdoors
do you
destroyed,
mean?
but the inside of our homes too.
Huh?
Something terrible must have happened while we were sleeping. But none of the residents remember a thing.
Yeah, that is suspicious beyond belief.
How could that be possible?
I think my mic just got messed up again. Hold up. Back again.
In fact,
Guess who's
my
back?
home was torn to pieces too. But I don't
There
remember
we go.
anything that happened back then.
Yeah, it's gotta be like when the rain started or some. I don't know. Like, to do memory wiping en masse.
But that's not all. Within that time, the date in Kanai Ward had moved forward by a week.
Yeah, everyone lost their
Oh,
memories for a
it
week
passed
or
while
something.
You were asleep?
I think so, but we never quite found out what really happened. When we woke up,
Everyone in Kanai Ward barely even noticed that it had been completely ravaged. Businesses with dealings outside the city were aware they had a week of no activity. But right
Jeez.
afterwards, Kanai Ward was completely isolated, so no one could look into it.
That is suspicious to the max, bro.
In the end, it was all forgotten while things were still uncertain. No, I think it's more accurate to say we chose to forget. It was all too bizarre and scary.
So the city was destroyed for some reason.
It kind of became a touchy subject, and no one wanted to talk about it.
So that's why the Blank Week mystery became taboo.
There were lots of different rumors about it at the time, but no one knows what really happened. Some people said that Kanai Ward's clocks had all malfunctioned. Some said we were all drugged by some organization. Others think our internal clocks got messed up and we all fell asleep for a week.
The second one sounds most likely, but
We don't know the truth.
What do you think happened? It's like time froze for the whole city.
it's gotta be something that everyone has in common in Kanai Ward. My thoughts are either the rain or maybe the meat buns. Those are like the two big things that come to mind.
All we know is that my grandfather and others like him completely vanished back then. Kanai Ward's unending reign also began right after those events.
I had a feeling.
Huh? The Blank Week mystery triggered it?
This is so mysteriful.
Beyond.
That's all I know.
Oh, we cooking.
Thank you.
We cooking.
Even I don't know what's going on here. But all that info sure seems useful. She should have told us about that sooner.
You can't blame her. It's taboo, remember?
Also, we didn't ask.
By the way, Yuma, did you search the whole factory?
Not
What
yet.
was the truth that voice was talking about?
I still don't know. But I haven't checked everything. I don't know what's behind that door.
Oh, I was gonna say, what about the other door, but I just realized there's an exit sign, so not that.
We've already come this far. We might as well check everything.
Wait! Don't go alone! It's too dangerous!
She sure loves to act before she thinks.
Oh, the truth is probably where these meat buns are coming from, isn't it? Updated. Unending Reign started after the Blank Mystery Week. A few years ago, blood test was conducted. Yeah, there's a... Wish I could get a slightly closer look at them just to see, like, the color. What do those all say? I can't read all that. Those are not ones that I understand. Does it say... Is that the kanji for blood on the far left? I don't know. I don't know enough. I feel like we're about to see something very messed up back there, so I'm gonna call things here. And next time on Raincode, we're gonna see what is behind what I assume is the final door. Can't really look at the map easily, but... Oh wait, we can. There is not much. There is one room... Well, that's probably where we're gonna leave. And then there's two more rooms past here. I'll have to see what that is next time. I've certainly cooked up a lot of theories, but some stuff I have good ideas on, and some stuff I've got zero ideas on. We'll have to see where those carry us. Thank you very much for watching, and adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, mata ne.